Friday Night Baseball from Dodger Stadium in L.A. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of 3 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Kenta Maeda gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, how I'd categorize this guy, I'd say he's a very reliable major league pitcher. Last year, ERA under 3.5, but he's consistent. What you see is what you get. He gives you innings, and he takes the ball for you.
Now batting, Cesar Hernandez. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, number 16.
First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
They look like the best team in baseball right now. Every team sits out and says, can we win double digits in a row when you put your roster together? Can our rotation go through and win a couple games each? Well, that's what this club is doing right now. They're in double-digit territory of a win streak. And when you're doing that, you're doing everything right.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that. But most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Waiting out at his toes. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And he's hoping to get things turned around here in April, entering play with an average down in the 220s. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Utley will make the catch to retire the side. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Jared Eichhoff, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, the last 3 outings, he's allowed a lot of base runners, and all you got to do is look at his whip. It's over 1.4. When you have that, you're going to have a tough outing. He's got to get that number down and keep the traffic off the bases.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter, Andrew Toles. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Andrew Toles.
And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball 1. These Phillies, Harold, as they enter play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Well, Matt, we're really looking at a club that's been struggling. They're coming off a losing record on the homestand, and this is the first game on the road. We're really going to see what this team's made of starting on this trip.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
He just took a fastball right down the middle, 2-0. He must have been sitting on a breaking pitch, because you don't take that unless you are.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Pereira over to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. 2 for 3. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. This one is launched. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter a run or two early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Batting third.
Here's Scott Van Slyke.
Scott
Lays off 1-0, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
The 2-0 on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, I mean, to me, Washington's thought about as a pitcher's umpire. I mean, it's hard for me as a hitter to hit a ball down your knees. He loves to call the low zone, maybe even below the hollow of the knee. That's tough to hit. Pitchers love it, though. Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball, the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
And now a pitch on the way. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2. On deck, there's Adrian Gonzalez. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Grounder down the line at third.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Saunders will wait on it. And there's the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
Here's Adrian now. A real threat with the bat. Currently the National League home run leader. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Two out, nobody on. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Pereira going back on it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But the Dodgers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 LA. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph.
Leading off for
hitting
the
a little
Phillies,
over 250
first
coming
baseman,
into
number
action
19,
in this one.
Tommy Joseph.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. One-0 count. Here it is. Skied into very shallow right. Hernandez has it in his tracks, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, third baseman number 7, Michael Franco.
Digging in, Michael Franco. The average in the early season not pretty for him, hovering in the 220s. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Now that's a swing you want to put in your memory bank. He got off to a slow start here in April, but that's something to build on. And if he can continue to move forward, we'll see him get the average up soon.
Here's Michael Saunders now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Lined but speared on a hop. Utley for one. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're down 1-0. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. 1 for 3. He's taken him deep once. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Right side. Oh, beautiful dive. Got him.
Oh, that's a tough play, but he pulled it off perfectly. Once he made the great stop, still had to make a good feed to the pitcher covering, which isn't easy on routine grounders sometimes. Hard not to appreciate that one.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Well, Matt, that's his 8th game with that hit right there. 8 games in a row he's swinging the bat. We've been watching him over this week, just scorching.
Cody Bellinger.
Stepping up now, Cody Bellinger. He turned in a 4-for-4 line in the game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs that up here. Here comes the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, what a dive. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Here's Howie Kendrick, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action.
Kendrick.
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Gonzalez will pull this one in over near the first base dugout for out number 1.
Batting 8th, catcher Cameron Rupp.
Now in the box, Cameron Rupp. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First offering on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top level arm like this.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 9th, catcher Jared Eichhoff.
Settling in now, Jared Eichhoff. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Into the box now, Kike Hernandez. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Fielder, Kike Hernandez.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Oh, and he misses it. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Batting 9th, catcher number 18.
Digging in, Kenta Maeda, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. In there, 0-1. One out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
That ball's right in his wheelhouse. You may as well take out a tee, set the ball right there, and say hit it as hard as you can, because that's what he did.
In now, Andrew Tolles. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Maeda is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Into the box now, Corey Seager, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had the honor of the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Dribbled to the right side. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Digging in to try it again, Scott Van Slyke. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1. Now the pitch. 2-0.
And that last pitch looked pretty good. This guy's too good a hitter to get pitches like that. You got to be a little frustrated. He's sitting now 2-0 instead of maybe 1-1, and you can nibble the at-bat a little bit more.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball misses here, and he falls behind now to 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw too late to get him at first. Not a thing of beauty, but it's an infield single nonetheless.
Well, that's a nice infield single. And was he flying down the line or what? But, man, you should say, hey, he's smelling that base hit right there. He was digging for that hit.
Ready for another chance? Adrian Gonzalez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Stepping in now, Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Looking to minimize the damage here. And this one runs a little too far in, ball two.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Saunders is under it. And that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. Dodgers lead this one 3-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off against Kenta Maeda.
Cesar Hernandez.
First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, he's been really cold right now, and again, he finds himself 0-2. When you're struggling, you don't get in hitters' counts, and the other thing that happens, they come right after you. They're not wasting any time coming after him.
This is pulled into right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Standing in now, Freddie Galvis, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. On, he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Rolled slowly to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Striding in once again, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hot shot on the ground to short. Seager gloves it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
I like the fact that they're swinging early in the count, and they're really aggressive right now early in this game. But there will come a time you got to be patient. If you're swinging the strikes, that's one thing, but make him work a little bit.
And Utley will make the catch to retire the side. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Phillies 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chase Utley. He'll start things out against Jared Eichhoff as this inning gets underway.
Chase Utley.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Utley awaits the 1-0. Well hit to right, but a foul ball.
Oh, he definitely got away with a changeup right there. He hung that one. But the good news is you got him to pull it foul. Now you come back after him here with another pitch.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
In now, Cody Bellinger, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the 1-0. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Standing in, Kike Hernandez. First pitch on its way, and that one stayed too low apparently. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Runner on third base finds himself down 2-0. Look, there's no reason to give him anything good. If you walk him, sets up the double play.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And this will be fouled away. The 2-1 on its way. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Cardinals sin, Cardinals sin. You got an open base with the pitcher on the on-deck circle, and you let him get a base hit. That just can't happen.
Into the box, Kenta Maeda, and they elect to have the pitcher bunt with one gone as he puts this one down. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Andrew Toles.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Hard hit toward the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And now this is bobbled in left.
Well, that's a perfect example of taking a ball inside out. You know, you hear that terminology, stay inside the ball. Right there, he took a ball inside and shot it the other way for the base hit.
Here's Corey Seager as he loops under the ball and pops it up. Franco in foul ground, and a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. 4 runs, 9 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. We played 4 full. Dodgers out in front 4-1. Back alongside Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Michael Franco gets set to start out the inning.
Franco.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Grounded, foul.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on in the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Here it comes, 0-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Utley at second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Saunders.
Into the box, Michael Saunders. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Here's Howie Kendrick. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Here's Scott Van Slyke. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Third baseman, Scott Van Slyke.
And with Adrian Gonzalez just around the corner, we'll see a lefty getting loose in the bullpen now.
And that misses, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Another one sent foul. He'll try again. 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Rupp has it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting number 24.
Digging in and looking for more, Adrian Gonzalez. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He pulls this one into right. Coming on is Sanders, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Another hit, another multi-hit game. He has been on some kind of hot streak. They better start paying attention to him.
Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Michael Marriott is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
Michael Marriott.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 1-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And he lays off for ball 1. One and one. Here it comes. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. Has a look. Now the pitch. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded by Galvis. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody Belanger.
Digging in once again, Cody Belanger. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. Pereira will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Phillies 1. Ready for another chance? Cameron Rupp. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
This is in the air to right. Hernandez over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 31, Michael Marriott.
Andres Blanco will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Blanco.
In there, no balls and a strike. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. One and one.
That's an interesting pitch right there. Let's see if that throws him off a little bit. He's been on a pretty good roll. He can't let it upset him. Just get back in the groove right here.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. One and two.
This is the time in the game you start thinking, hey, they might get better swings. Then you see a swing like that. Boy, he's still got it working.
One and two. Here it comes. A shot down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. He takes the turn and heads for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. The tag, and he's called out trying to stretch 2 bases into 3.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Phillies down in order. They're down here 5-1. Galler Hinojosa will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Galler Hinojosa.
Digging in and looking for more, Kike Hernandez. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Kike Hernandez.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. And that misses 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Saunders is under it. One down.
Now batting, number 18.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kenta Maeda getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Oh, and he misses it. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Up next for the
You
Dodgers,
don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a two-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Standing in now, Andrew Toles, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The set and the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
the batter, number 5, shortstop
Corey Seager will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball, 1-0. One and 0 pitch on the way. 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Lifted into center field. Herrera on the run. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers leave one. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Striding in once again, Freddie Galvis. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
First baseman number 19, Tommy Joseph.
Digging in to try it again, Tommy Joseph. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Two out, nobody on. And that swung on and fouled straight back. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Toles has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 5-1. Ready for another shot now. Scott Van Slyke. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Scott Van Slyke.
And he takes ball 1.
Boy, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get him to chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit down the third baseline. Bronco fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. One away.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Here's Adrian now, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Skied into straightaway right. Saunders is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
So stepping in, Yasmani Grandal. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're up 5-1. Number 46 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 46.
Ready once again, Michael Franco. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Number 7, Michael Franco.
And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And another foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Fouled back. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
The 0-2 once more, and he got him. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Digging in, Michael Saunders. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. (5-1) our score as we play the 8th. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike. Hit sharply on the ground, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit and the box scores, but man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Here's Howie Kendrick as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. No hits to this point. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Runners on first with one down. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1 to third. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Now at the plate, Cameron Rupp. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 delivery. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. The second for one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. No runs on one base hit. One error in the inning and a man left on. Home half of the eighth straight ahead. The Dodgers lead it 5-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Sean Burnett will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Ryan Hennigan will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Ryan Hennigan.
Digging in now, Chase Utley. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Up for the Dodgers. Second baseman, Chase Utley.
Ball one. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot that time from Chase Utley. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
In now, Cody Bellinger. And here's a ball hit in the air. Hernandez onto the grass, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 14, Kike Hernandez.
Digging in, Kike Hernandez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Here it comes, 2-0. Soft grounder left side. Franco fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, number 46.
Chris Taylor will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Chris Taylor.
A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 0-1 inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. 2 out, nobody on. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. Welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast. Great look there at the skylines of Los Angeles and Hollywood. Luis Avilan comes on
now
from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Luis Avilan.
So striding in, Ryan Hennigan. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Ryan Hennigan.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Tolles in pursuit. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, second baseman.
And a reminder, we'll look back over the key plays of the ball game with post-game highlights immediately after we conclude matters here in L.A. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
This ball will be chopped foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And foul. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And this is fouled straight back. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, I'm kind of running out of words to describe how incredible this winning streak has become. every win just cements their legendary status, and it's not even over yet.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Kenta Maeda earned his 5th win of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 6 runs on 12 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. A reminder that post-game bus service on Metro bus routes 2, 3, and 4